startup animations for Motorola, Google, and Android Wear. It looks really cool. Alright, and the first thing it wants us to do is it wants us to pick a language. Since we're talking in English, let's pick English. And next, it wants us to go to our phone and install the Android Wear app, which is going to be an absolute requirement if you want to experience this phone to its full capacity. So let's launch the app and move on to the next steps to see how we're going to set this thing up. So let's just tap next on the screen, accept the terms, and then what we want to do is we want to turn Bluetooth, because the phone and the watch are going to communicate using the Bluetooth protocol. So let's turn on Bluetooth and see what happens next. So let's go back to the app, and under choose a device, your watch is going to pop up. Simply tap on it to start the pairing process. And what's going to happen is you're going to see prompts on both of your devices, your watch and your phone, asking you to pair. Click pair on your phone and press green on your watch, and that should complete the pairing process, and your phone will give you a message, a notification saying the pairing is complete, as you can see on the screen. And then click that blue button that says notification settings, and what that does is that allows your phone to send notifications to your Android Wear device. So make sure that is checked, and make sure you say yes to that, and now you're good to go. And here's the Android Wear app. Now let me take a quick pause here and quickly show you what's in the box. And if you didn't know, the Moto 360 is charged using wireless technology. So in the box you get a wireless charger, a charger adapter, user guides, and some extra links for the watch band in case you want to adjust the size of the band. And here's how the wireless charger works. You plug it into the wall and simply place the watch on the charger. It will then show you the time and a charging percentage meter. Once the charge is complete, simply pick it up and slap it on your wrist, and you're good to go. Alright, so back to business. By this point, we have our phone and watch paired up via Bluetooth. Let's now see some of the things you can do using the Android Wear app on your smartphone. So basically, you have to use the Android Wear app to go and download new watch skins so as to customize your smartwatch, and to also be able to download other compatible apps. So let's go and get some new watch skins and see how you can change it right on your phone. So let's scroll down and click on Browse Suggested Apps, and that is exactly where we're going to be shopping for the new watch skins and other apps that are going to be compatible with your phone. So tap that, and here's the marketplace for all the skins and apps available for the smartwatch. So on the top you have some featured apps. We're just going to skip that and go to Android Wear watch faces. Okay, and then here you have a whole slew of watch faces that you can install for free, or some of them you have to pay for a couple bucks. I did purchase a couple of the skins here. Some of them look pretty good, and a lot of them are for free, and they still look very good. So let's click one of these guys and install it, and I'll show you how this whole thing works really quick. And it looks like we already have that one, so let me go back and pick another one. Go back to the Browse Suggested Apps, Android Wear watch faces, and let's find one of them that I did not install yet. So let me just scroll through. Most of these guys have been installed, and there we go. So tap on it and simply click install, and that's going to install the watch face on your phone, and then using your phone you're going to customize your watch. So as soon as the install is finished, I'm going to show you how to do that. So the installation is complete. Let's go back really quick. Go back again, back to the Android Wear app, and there we go. Scroll all the way to the top and click more next to watch faces, and then these are all the skins available that I can use. So as soon as I tap any of these guys, and if I turn my watch, I can also customize it. So if you see a settings icon, you can customize the watch. Let's go with the dark theme. Go back and let me turn on my watch, and you will see the exact skin that I just picked, and that is the dark theme. Let's pick another one. There we go. So as soon as you tap on a skin it switches to the brand new skin in real time, which is absolutely fantastic. You see that? Let's tap that. Boom, we got the brand new skin. Okay, and the watch keeps turning off, but that's perfectly fine. So let's do a couple more. Again, you can go into the settings and you can customize it. Pick a red bar, change the background to white, and then simply tap update, and that's going to update the app. And there we go. So let's do one more just so you guys can see exactly what's going on here. So tap that settings icon that is showing on the clock, and then from here you can customize it. Not all watch faces are customizable, but this one is. So when I click update, boom, you get the update on the spot. So that's how you change the watch faces. And then let's go back and see what else we can do here, and then in a minute I'm going to concentrate on the actual watch. I just want to make sure you guys understand exactly what you can do with the Android Wear app and why it's so important. So from here you can disconnect, you can reconnect, you can get some tutorials, and then if you get out of here, you can go to the settings icon, and from here you can make some changes to your phone. Your watch directly from your phone. So that's basically all it is. I mean, it's something to play with. But let's remove the phone from the scene and concentrate on the watch and see everything that you guys can do using the watch itself in full detail. Alright, so here's the phone, and let's go into some details here. So let me tell you guys that right now the phone is in the sleep mode, okay? And I can either tap the screen, just like that, or press the power button to make it turn on. So let's tap that, and that's going to turn on the phone. And from here, the first thing I'm going to show you guys is how to go into the settings and tweak different available options. So let's turn it on again. Press that. Pull this menu down, swipe from top to bottom. Go to the left, left, left. And then you got the settings. If you tap the settings icon, it's going to take you into the settings. And from here you can adjust the brightness. You can manage your Bluetooth devices. You can turn the ambient screen on or off. If this is enabled to be off, then when your phone goes into sleep mode, the screen completely turns off, okay? But if you have it turned on, then the screen looks the same as you just saw, the black and white mode. So if I turn this off, press that, the phone is completely turned off, okay? If you don't want that, just go back to the settings and make sure ambient mode is turned on, and that's going to make sure that when your phone goes to sleep, it goes into the black and white mode, as you can see right now. So let's turn this on again. Go down here to the settings, and then the next thing we have is the airplane mode. I'm sure all of you guys know what that is, so it's turned off right now. And you can turn off the phone from here. You can restart the watch. I keep calling the watch the phone. So if I keep doing that, please ignore that. It is a watch. And then you can restart the watch from here. You can reset the device, bring it back to factory default settings from this button. You can change the watch faces from here as well. So tap that, and it's going to take you back to that screen where you can pick different watch faces. Okay, let's stick with the material design, and then let's go back into settings. If you scroll down, and then you have accessibility. If you go in here, you can invert the colors. So tap that, and that inverts the colors on the entire phone. I'm just going to keep this setting normal, okay? And then go back. To go back, just swipe to the right, okay? And then let's go down, and from here you can go into About, and then this is going to show you which version software you're running. So in this case, we are running Android Wear 5.0.1. And if you scroll all the way down, you get to go into the system updates. Oops, not that one. System updates. And this is how you check to make sure that your software is up to date. As you can see in the screen, it is in fact up to date. So to go back, swipe to the right, and swipe to the right. And that's going to take you to the main screen. So that's basically all the settings that you get. There are several ways to access settings. So the other thing you can do is you can tap the screen, Settings, and simply say Settings to Google Now. Okay, so when you do tap the screen, Google Now comes up. So if I'm on the home screen, tap the screen. As you can see, this is Google Now. It is going to recognize your voice. Okay, and it's going to even attempt to search what it just heard on Google. So let's tap the screen. So the next thing I want to go over is the notifications. So notifications hide at the bottom. Okay, so let's keep this watch on. And if I slowly swipe up, it's going to bring up the recent notification. And I can pull this up again. And as you can see, this is a Hangouts message from H. Saki, and it says test. So I sent myself a test message just so you guys can see it. And from here, I can swipe to the left, and that's going to give me the history of the conversation. I can swipe one more time, and I can actually reply right from here. Oops, and I have to speak my response, okay? And I can go again. I can say open Hangouts application on the phone, okay? So go back. And then if I want to dismiss this notification, I swipe to the right. There we go, okay? And then when you do away with that notification, the one that's waiting after that pops right up. So here's a message from Google. If I tap this, if I pull it up, I can actually read the entire email, okay? And again, if I come down here, it's going to be sitting at the bottom. Pull it up, swipe to the left. You can delete the message, reply, open on phone. So you can open the Gmail app on the phone. And then if you come back here, you can swipe to the right to dismiss. And that's the other notification that is waiting for me. Dismiss, dismiss. Okay, so all these notifications are waiting for me to go through them, and I can interact with them. So let's look at the weather. So I have a weather notification which was sent from Google Now on my Android phone. If I swipe to the left, it's going to give me a forecast. If I swipe to the left one more time, nothing left there. Okay, so right and right, get rid of that notification. Let's get rid of this guy too. And when you get rid of all the notifications, it simply goes back to your watch face. Okay, so that covered notifications. So basically, swipe up to bring up the notification, swipe to the left to get some details and interact with the notification, or swipe right to get rid of it. Okay, so we went over the settings, we went over the notifications. The next thing I want to talk about is if you tap the screen, it brings up Google Now. Okay, but you don't have to say anything. You can scroll down, and there's some other things you can do. Let me show you. Tap, scroll down. Okay, so from here, if you tap play music, it's going to launch your music app on your phone, and then you can control the app from your watch. So your watch is going to allow you to have a little remote control, which is going to allow you to pause, play, next track, reduce, or increase the volume. And other things you can do, you can launch the stopwatch, so tap that. Great for a workout, so tap anywhere, and that's going to start the stopwatch. Tap again, it's going to pause it. Press that icon, and it's going to reset it. And then swipe to the right to get rid of it, okay? So there's a lot of other things up there. Tap screen, go down, that's the stopwatch, play music. You can go to the settings. You can take a quick note. You can set a reminder for yourself. You can see how many steps you took today. You can see your heart rate. If this was on my wrist, it actually has a sensor on the back of the watch that can read your heart rate. And then you can send a text message from here. You can email. You can check your agenda for the day. And you can do a lot of other things down here. You can set a timer, so tap that. And you can pick 20 seconds, tap that. And that's your timer right there. So let's go back to that menu. Tap, go down. And at the bottom here, you have an option that says start. So let's see what happens. So let's see what happens when we tap that. Again, you had a whole bunch of options. Okay. Play music, the game tic-tac-toe. So this is an application that I downloaded from the App Store on my Android Wear app on my smartphone. So anytime you download an app from the App Store, it's going to show up right here. And then, of course, I can launch this one player, and I can play a quick game. Okay, so that's tic-tac-toe. So if you want to download apps and games for your watch, go to your Android Wear app on your smartphone and download it through there, and it's going to show up right here. To cancel, I just swiped it to the right. So that basically covers everything I want to go over. Okay, so we looked at the menu, pull down from the top, swipe around, go to settings, okay, and then if you have any notifications, just pull them like this. We have dismissed all our notifications, there's nothing left, and then tap here, you can go down. If you have any installed apps, you go to start and you can play them right from here. It could be games or other apps that are compatible with your smartwatch. As a final comment, I just want to tell you guys that this is definitely a watch that requires you guys to have a smartphone. If you don't have a smartphone, this watch is basically worthless. Other than seeing the time, you're not going to be able to do anything. So it has to be constantly within the Bluetooth range of your smartphone, and it has to be constantly connected to your phone to receive notifications from your phone. So if you get an email on your phone, if you get a text message, or if you get any kind of notification, it's going to pop right here, and you can interact with that notification using the smartwatch just to make your life easier. Especially if you're in a place where having cell phones could be a problem, like in a classroom or in a work environment. Beyond that though, the watch is quite beautiful. It is water resistant, okay, so it's going to withstand a couple of sprinkles. Do not dive into water. And the glass on the front, it is Corning Gorilla Glass 3, so it is pretty scratch resistant. The only complaint I'm going to have about this watch is that the interface is a little laggy and inconsistent at times. Most of the time